Michael, wearing a life jacket's become part of my routine whenever I hit the water these days. But care and servicing, very important.
Absolutely, Rob. With all life jackets that you wear, a basic pre-wear check for any life jacket,
Yeah.
be it a foam jacket or one of the new generation jackets, is absolutely vital.
So I'm putting on my new inflatable type PFD. I'm about to hit the water before I do the pre-wear check.
Yeah, so Rob, part of your pre-wear check is just to check that the jacket's in good condition. It's to check that there's no fraying, that all the belts and buckles and everything fit together properly,
Yep.
and to check that the jacket is correctly fitted to your body. One of the other things that's very important with the inflatables, and I'll show you on this jacket here, is to make sure that the bottle is correctly fitted. So in here we've got a bottle that's filled with compressed CO2, and we want to make sure that that's screwed correctly into its holster.
Nice and firm, yeah. Okay.
So that's the main bits of the common pre-wear check. On the jacket that you're wearing, you'll see 2 green indicators there.
Yep.
That means that the bottle's fitted correctly, and also that the mechanism that runs the automatic feature of the jacket is also correctly installed.
So it's a tick for that.
Yep. Important thing is, if you do fall in the water, that you make sure that you've got access to your manual trigger mechanism, which is this ripcord here.
Yeah.
So having that tucked away is probably no good if you fall in the water.
Yeah. On top of that though, servicing. Now,
absolutely. So with your jackets, the servicing that you must carry out, a minimum of once a year or as per the manufacturer's specifications.
Okay.
And also if the jacket is ever actually used and deployed, you must reservice the jacket and reinstate the CO2 cylinder.
Yeah.
So we'll run through the servicing of the jacket. First part of the service that we do is to have a look inside the jacket and open the whole jacket up and inspect the bladder that's inside. So what we'd do is we'd put about 12 good breaths into that, and that'd manually inflate the whole jacket, and we'd pump it up nice and firm. Leave it up overnight, that way you can check that it doesn't deflate. You know that that bladder is integral and fine. The other thing that we have to check on the inflatable jackets is the mechanism that will inflate the jacket for you. It's got a few simple parts, the mechanism itself. If it's an automatic jacket, it's got a cartridge in there. Essentially there's a little tablet in there. As soon as you hit the water, that tablet will dissolve, which will fire the pin and let the gas go and automatically inflate the jacket.
Okay,
all we can do to check that mechanism is to unscrew it. It's got a use by or replacement date on it. Once it hits that replacement date, there's nothing you can do but replace it. Check that it's clean, that it's functional, and then screw the piece back on. The other really important thing is on the gas bottle. So on this gas bottle, there's a minimum gross weight stamped on there. Your eyes have got to be pretty good to see it, but 135.5 grams. If this bottle came in at 33 grams under that, you know that it's lost its 33 grams of gas. Okay, so that's all you can do to check that the bottle's integral. Besides that, have a good look at the bottle and make sure that it's clean and fit for purpose.
Not rusty and old.
Check your trigger mechanism. In the trigger mechanism, you'll see a black O-ring in there. Make sure that the O-ring's there, and you can also pull the trigger itself and make sure that it's firing properly. With that, put your trigger mechanism home, screw the gas bottle back in, and make sure that it's home properly. That's pretty much all there is to the service. The most important thing that the maritime officers will look for on the water, and any enforcement officers, is that you've taken the time to write not only a purchase date, but your annual service date. If they're not in there, it's not deemed to be a compliant jacket.
And that might all sound a bit too much, or a lot of information in one hit, but it's actually not that hard. A lot of the life jackets come with a manual. You can find more information online to follow those steps.
The maritime website's full of great information.
So 3 things, Michael. Make sure you're wearing it.
That's right.
The pre-wear check.
That's right.
And the servicing. And now the acid test.
Give it a go.
If you hit the water, it should go off automatically, this particular model. Or, if you pull this thing, I'm a little bit scared, to be honest. I am the puffer fish, but there you go. You're going to float up nicely like that. That's fantastic. I'm safe. Everybody's happy. Thanks for your time, Michael.